Hey there. Let's talk about gravity, this mysterious invisible force that holds everything to the earth. So gravity is, like I said, an invisible force that can't be measured, it can't be observed, and it can't be demonstrated anywhere on earth. Never has and never will be. It's said to hold every object to the earth, oceans, people, animals, everything. It holds the earth in orbit around the sun, and the sun holds all the other planets in orbit around it because it has such a strong gravitational field. That's the only place known where gravity is quote-unquote observable or provable, is the sun. There's no object big enough on earth that attracts other objects to it. So what is holding everything down if gravity can't be reproduced or observed? It's really, really simple. And it comes down to buoyancy and density. Things heavier than air will fall through the air until they reach something more solid than itself, more solid than air. Things lighter than air will rise. Buoyancy. Things heavier or more dense than water will fall through the water until it reaches something as dense as itself or more dense. Things less buoyant than water will float. This rock, it's more dense than the air. It falls through the air until it hits something as dense or more dense as itself. Some examples of buoyancy and density. Rocks fall through the air, they're heavier than the air. Trees, when they tip over, they hit the ground because they're more dense than the air. Humans, more dense than the air. They'll sit on the earth, more dense than themselves. Buoyancy, wood on water, depending on the kind of wood, will float. It's less dense than the water. Rocks, boulders, bricks, they'll all fall right through the water and hit the ground underneath because it's more dense than the water. Helium gas, less dense than the air, it will rise. CO2 gas, more dense than air, it will fall through the air, lowest point it can. How can everything really be that simple? Are we really being lied to? The answer is yes. Gravity is one of those lies that backs up the bigger lie of a globe Earth. I'm not crazy. I'm logical. Something that can't be proven versus something that can be proven. Why would you put your faith in the not proven, not provable one? Doesn't make any sense to me why people believe things without questioning them. I've spent years looking at this stuff, doing my own little experiments and talking to people just like myself. We all come to the same conclusion. Gravity doesn't exist, neither does a globe Earth. Both are designed to keep you from believing in God. If you knew the earth was flat and there was not an infinite space above us, but a firmament and a heaven, would there be war? Would there be famine? I don't think so. I think this is the one big lie that's keeping humanity eating at itself and fighting and being divided and conquered. Because of conflicting ideas and lies. The government is working very, very hard to keep people asleep. But the Bible says in all things will be revealed in the end days. And things are being revealed. More people are waking up to flat Earth. A flat Earth example. Water always follows the same properties, no matter the quantity. Water will follow the path of least resistance, find the lowest point it can, and will level itself out. Let that sink in. It will level itself out. Level means flat, like these train tracks. I'm sure the GoPro bends them, but they are flat. So if all water is flat, minus waves from wind, and the earth is 70% water, where is this curvature of 8 inches per mile squared? 10 miles, I believe, would be 66.6 repeating feet of curvature from point A to point B. But if you do laser experiments with water, they're all flat. All bodies are flat. Lakes, ponds, streams, puddles, everything. So if over half of the earth is water and over half of the earth is flat water, where's the curvature? They expect you to just believe what they tell you as truth without doing any research. Because if people did their own research, we wouldn't be where we are right now, deceived. Look into this stuff. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Here's an example of buoyancy. Some wood, less dense than water. It will float. Floats. Rock, more dense than water. It will sink. Sunk. Metal, more dense than water. It will sink. Sunk. Easy as that. Tons of other examples out there. Do some yourself. Provable versus non-provable. That's where they get you. You can't prove gravity, but you can prove density and buoyancy. Thanks.